Hi guys, it's Nicole with Intimate Wisdoms, and I'll be doing my monthly reading for Sagittarius for the month of May right now. I'll be pulling 4 cards, a love card, a career card, and a finance card, and I'll also be doing an overview. I'll do some clarification on those 4 cards that I pulled from 2 different decks. I'll pull a love card and a career and finance card, and I'll also be using oracle cards this month. And I'll also be using the guidebook with that because I'm not very familiar with those. So let's get started. Your reading. Okay, your overview for the month was the Hermit, and that usually means you need to take some time and kind of isolate yourself, kind of find your center, and that could be physically isolate yourself, or it could be a mental isolation. Kind of gather your thoughts and search a little deeper within yourself for maybe some answers or some issues you may have going on this month. Okay, for love, I see the 3 of Wands, and in some instances, this card can mean kind of a split passion. Maybe you have some how to put this, maybe your passion is split between more than one relationship, or it could be a moving forward, maybe with something you're not sure of. And we'll do some clarification so we can bring up a little bit, clarify a little bit about what they're trying to tell me. We'll do some clarification on that. Okay, for career, I have the Knight of Pentacles, and with that's a really good card for a career. As you know, Pentacles represent a foundation, or money, or or just a foundation in general, or it could mean health also. But in this instance, because it's in the career position, it's going to represent a foundation, and I see you moving forward with a foundation. We're going to do a little clarification to see exactly what that entails, but I do see you moving forward with a foundation, with money within, like, tunnel vision within your view. Okay, for finances, I have the King of Wands, and that is a very powerful card when it comes to finances. The King of Wands is a dominant figure, or dominant person or individual that does have full capability and full power over their desires and their passions. Now, when it comes into finance, it may be you kind of, how do I say this? You kind of taking charge of your finances, taking charge of how, where, and when you spend your money and what you spend your money on. And it could be you starting to get maybe an abundance of money, or money flowing freely through you. Let's do a clarification so we can break these down and see exactly what they're trying to tell me. Okay, so I pulled the Six of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. Excuse me. And there's that three again. So in love this month, there's definitely like some other parties involved, or and it doesn't necessarily have to mean like a disloyal thing. It could just mean that there's maybe interference or just another party around that's trying to be an influence or that is an influence in the situation. I do see some pleasures this month when it comes to love, and I do see moving forward with a relationship. But I'm definitely, only because I have those three cards, I'm definitely getting a strong sense of another party in a relationship or another party that's influencing this relationship. Okay, let's move on to career. Okay, so I pulled the Four of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. And as we know, swords are very mental cards. So maybe within your career, you feel like you found some stability and everything's kind of working together so that you can get to the finish line. You can get to the success and to where you feel like you've accomplished your goals when it comes to your career. Okay, let's move on to finances. Okay, there's been some recent worrying and stressing over finances, and maybe even some recent lacking of finances, only because I have the oppression card as well in this reading. But a card that's, I have two kings in this reading, which means that you're kind of grasping a hold of this, kind of understanding what you need to do and actually doing it, as opposed to knowing what you need to do and not following through. So in finances this month, I see a strong change. I see a strong ambition or a strong will to do what you know you need to do in order to get to the level that you feel like you need to be at. Okay, let's get a card for love, an overview for the month. Well, these two just shot up. Okay, these two cards shot out when it came to your love overview, and I pulled the Queen of Swords and the Six of Cups. And the Queen of Swords, especially when it comes to love, represents a woman or a man who is fluid in their thoughts, fluid in how they think, and is very in tune with who they are and what they want. And this could be you, or this could be another party in this situation. And I also pulled the Six of Cups. Now, the fact that I pulled two cards on top of these threes we have on this show, there could possibly be two different love interests in this situation right now. Six of Cups in relation to a person would be a person who maybe is a little, how do I put this? Like their cup runs a little over. They may have a lot of personality or a lot of character. Maybe a person who exhibits maybe a little too much or shows maybe a little too much, maybe when it comes to emotions or and it could be an unstable, you know, person, an emotionally unstable person. So there's a really big contrast in between the two. I see one that's really headstrong and very in tune with themselves, and then one who's not in tune at all. So there may be a choice that needs to be made this month, or it could be a person with I want to say a person with kind of layers. Like maybe you're dealing with someone that you feel like you don't really know, and you have to pull back so many different layers or so many different things that you're finding out or discovering about this person. Let's pull a card for career and finance. Okay, so with career and finance, I pull the Six of Swords. And like I said before, you know, within your finances, you're figuring out what you need to do. And all that represents is like discovering that rainbow at the end of the, you know, at the end of the pot of gold. Like you discover what you need to do. You discover a way to make things okay and make things right for you. And this could be coming up within this month. And it's like you see the finish line. You know what you need to do. So I just advise you to do it. Let's pull an oracle card so we can get a guide overview for the month of May. Okay, so you pull Marilyn Awaits, and the description below the card says embody ancient wisdom. Now let's get a deeper meaning on this card. Okay, the deeper meaning is study the old ways of the ancestors. Their traditions and myths are relevant today and will awaken the sage within you. Okay. So as far as this card with your reading, your career and finance, like I said, everything is coming together. You did pull the Hermit card, which directly coincides with your Oracle card, as in finding your way, finding your center, finding your purpose. And it's basically telling you to embody the ancient wisdom. Like, I guess go back old school, you know, go back to like, you know, like our ancestors did, you know, calling upon the heavenly spirits and, you know, all the gods to help get you to get you onto your destiny, get you onto your path. Um, this has been your reading for the month of May 2017, Sagittarius. And you guys stay tuned. I'll be doing a weekly reading next week for you guys. And also I'll be doing a monthly reading for the next month. If you guys are interested in a reading, please send me an email. I'll put it in the description. And that's it, guys. Y'all have a good night.